Morning guys, I am here. It's a new day. I'm with Billy. Say hi, Billy. And Billy's trying to throw me off here, I'm going to be honest. I've come in on a new day. We've just coupled up the trailer following the test procedure. Billy's set up the cones and he's going to throw me in at the deep end, and I've got to try and do a full Monty as he calls it. I've got to try and get in the bay without making a mistake. Right, so let's see how it goes. Let me introduce you to Foxy. So here's Foxy. Well, as you can see, I bottled it. I think the problem I had was, when I was coming down, I wasn't sure the distance from the truck to the cones. Well, I've heard a lot of people say you shouldn't be looking out the window. If you can help it, you should use your mirrors. So I didn't look out the window and I was a bit far away, and Billy said I was at risk of going over the other line on the other side. So yeah, I had to take a shunt forward, and then where I was originally going to stop was too short, so Billy said come forward a bit more. Then I was able to do it, but I was a fraction short, only like that, so I had to go back a bit more. And on the test you're only allowed to get out and look once, so you have to get it right that time. Anyway, Billy's put the truck back over there and we're going to have another go. Let's see this time. Guys, I don't know what's happened. We're practicing our reversing and I'm going too far over and making too many sharp bends. And the first time that I did this, as you can see on the clips, I didn't make that mistake. It was nice and slow. Today I'm putting too much lock on. I think I'm getting carried away with myself and I'm rushing. So Billy's getting worried. He's getting stressed. He thinks I've lost it. So we're going to go back to straight reversing again and gradually increasing the bend on each time before we keep practicing the whole test manoeuvre. So I'm stopping for a cup of tea break. Get my head from being messed up. And then we're going to try again. It is harder than it looks. It's not that hard if you just listen to the instructor and take your time. Because on that last one I took my time and it went in. We've had our tea break. And now we're coming on to coupling and uncoupling. Forget the reversing. We're going to go back to that. But I think where I'm going wrong, I'm trying to do everything in one fluid motion. Where when I was doing it before, I was breaking it into steps in my head and I was finding it easier. I think I'm trying to do it in one fluid motion today and I'm going too fast and getting ahead of myself. I need to break it down again. So we're going to forget that for now and we're going to do some coupling and uncoupling. So we've done coupling and uncoupling practice. Everything went well. Now Billy's setting up the reverse, and we're going to start with the basics. We're going to start with straight line reversing again, and then gradually add the bend on, because I messed up earlier, so I was rushing too fast. So we're going to start again with the basics. So yeah, Billy's just setting it up for me now. Hi guys, I'm back home now. Let's be honest. Today I've really struggled, to be honest. Struggled and I haven't struggled. I think the problem I've had is I was focusing too much on the wheels, the distance from the wheels to the cones. Because I think the bay is something like 10 feet wide and the truck is 8 feet wide. So you've got to get it right, you know. You want to be close to your near side cones. And the trouble I was having is it's hard to judge in the mirror the distance from. It's hard to judge where you're aiming. That's the trouble I'm having. It's hard to see where I'm aiming. So you saw me in the clips looking out the window because I'm trying to marry up in the mirror the distance in the mirror and the distance when I look behind me, the true distance. So I struggled really. Towards the end, after we did the coupling and uncoupling, Billy did a demonstration to me, and I sat in the cab with him and sat in the middle seat because there's like a seat in the middle and you can kind of see over him in the mirrors what he can see. And the difference for what he was doing to what I was doing was he was looking at the body of the truck as an arc, like you're putting it in a path to the bay. Where me, I was looking at how close are my wheels to the cones. But when I started again, when I got back in and I tried again and I started looking at the bigger picture, looking at the arc of the tractor unit, we'll call it, the first part, then the trailer, and then where it was going, I think I started to get the hang of it again. It's really tough and it's confusing because when I went there the other day I did it really easily, but today not so much. Never mind anyway. I can get plenty more practice, hopefully, before the actual test. So yeah, struggled today but didn't give up. I got there in the end. There's a few occasions where I could have taken a shunt because you're allowed 2 shunts on your test, so you can move it forward twice on your test. But Billy didn't want me to do that. He said, you don't need to do that. You can do it in one. So you just need to not put too much lock on at the start or leave it too late and then put it on, turn it too late. He said it's gradual. And then when we did our exercises, driving forward and backwards, forward and back, then putting more angle on each time, I started to get the hang of it again. But it's a worry. We also practiced the coupling and uncoupling again, and yeah, I'm okay with that now. I know I said I was a bit nervous about that in the last video. I'd say I'm a bit more happier with that now. I've just got to nail the reverse. I think if I can have a couple of shunts I can do it, but I want to be able to do it without, because you don't want to need 2 shunts now and then on test you need 3. You know, I want to get it right now before test. Oh yeah, anyway, getting there step by step. Of course, if you want to stay tuned with me, and then you can subscribe to me, and if you like this video then you can give me a thumbs up. As always, a big thank you to Billy Thomas HGV Driver Training for allowing me to film today, and yeah, just general, Billy's really patient, he's a lovely person, so yeah, some more practice tomorrow. Catch you in the next one.